folks, it's Bugsy here. It's been a while since I posted anything on YouTube. I've been busy. This week has been boom, 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 going places. With my mask on, of course. So you guys are probably wondering yourselves, Bugsy, why are you here? Well, to talk about some cut content from my channel. Mostly like the Monica arc that was supposed to happen, but sort of got explained away, and I'm going to explain everything that was supposed to happen in that. Literally, I was gonna start with Aridin. There was gonna be a video with Aridin playing Monica after story. And it starts off normal, but then like Aridin. See, Aridin at this point was still kind of, he still kind of retained some of his old self, and there was actually going to be a Doki Doki playthrough planned, where Aridin only actually cared about Monica and no one else, and you know what happens to Doki Doki? I couldn't really just have Aridin not give a shit with everything that happens in Doki Doki Literature Club, so okay, I couldn't just let him do it, so I had to kind of cut that out. And there was going to be a scene where there's going to be an even longer scene with Yuri and Caliborn, because again, this is all like connected to Alt Stuck. But Aridin comes to Bugsy Prime and goes, "Bugsy, please, I need you to make her real." And actually, I got this idea where Prime is literally trying to use all his magic to really make Monica a real life girl. And it's like, he's using all his magic, and like, his spell doesn't work. He finds one spell, but it takes like 3 tries for him to do every day. I kind of got the idea for Reboot Your Reality, where he's like, "Fine, Aridin, I'll do it. But know this. Her being real will come with a price. What that price is hasn't been seen yet. Or at all." There's gonna be more cute videos of like Aridin and Mika. This siege rolling troll that only has cared about himself and now cares about Monica is now going to care about having a kid. Something a troll from Alternia just doesn't know how to deal with. But he is willing to actually try and understand, even though it's a little different. Because I know trolls don't have like a concept of family, but Aridin was willing and able to truly understand this. Because certain, like in Homestuck, like certain characters who have different, like certain characters really don't like the trolls don't really understand the concept of family. They understand the concept of getting busy, but they do not understand the concept of like family or any of that stuff because they have no concept of it. But Aridin was the first one to be like, Aridin, my canon, was the first one to actually be like, "Hey, well, let me at least try and see what these Jade Bloods go on about raising wigglers and all that." Of course, Minka was made by Monica and kind of made with both Monica's traits and Aridin's traits. Even when Minka finally actually comes out, and we don't really get to see it, but I was actually planning to do a video on it where I find someone to voice Minka and just she sings like Aridin's little "Come all you scallywags, sing along with me," with a few differences, and she just says how great Aridin is as a dad. And that's when he just actually just starts like really unconditionally loving her, and he just goes like, "So this is what it feels like to be be a Lucis. Well, this will be interesting. Actually, the Monarch was gonna be like Eridan's like big growth thing, and I cut it, but it did show that Eridan is actually changing. But it was gonna be a more gradual change where he starts really thinking about everything about his life. Actually, there's actually going to be a cover of me singing "Ugly Story" as Eridan, where he's just thinking about everything. And if you know "Ugly Story," if you're a Homestuck fan, you guys know that Eridan basically saying what he did, but in the way that this song was going to be sung, he's actually like reflecting. So what do you want me to say? Sorry. Like the way he was singing it, it was more a different inflection instead of him just kind of realizing what he did and just understanding the true gravity of what he did. Eridan in the current canon right now is very protective of Minka and Monica, and it's literally is gonna take on a certain cult that is hinted at in Doki Doki. So yeah, Eridan's gonna have his hero moment at some point. Equius still kind of. There was nothing really I was gonna do with Equius. Gamzee pretty much stays like he is. Okay, a lot of people don't get this. Gamzee is still like kind of sober, but because he's been hanging out with Bugsy Prime, he's learned to really quell the rage murderer that's inside of him. But he still relapses from time to time. Prime's the one that actually gives him a shush pap. Yeah. For those of you that know what a shush pap is, cool. For those of you that don't, yeah, I'm not gonna explain. If I explain it to you, I reveal something from Homestuck that you have to read to find out. And if you don't read, well, okay, but remember, if I start talking about Homestuck, you guys are going to be confused. But, yeah. Other things including the fact that Sayori is basically still Prime's secretary, and Natsuki still works at the gym as a trainer. Also, there's a little side plot where basically Prime beats the ever-loving god out of Natsuki's father. Like, he really just starts wailing on him, and really it was going to kind of be done as an audio drama, and it was really, 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 really fucking violent. Here's a little excerpt. Look, sir, I want you to crawl on the ground like the worm you are. Hating on your daughter because she reads manga. I know it's a Japan thing, but I'm not gonna let you just treat her like that. She needed food. She kept freaking throwing up, but you didn't care. Oh, no, 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 no. So I'm gonna beat you like you did her, but worse. And Prime, when he tortures somebody, he kills you and brings you back. Kills you and brings you back. It's like a loop. Just this whole thing of death and rebirth and death and rebirth and death and rebirth. It will break you. And like, there's a moment in that part where he's literally just crying on the ground, going, "Why?" And Prime just starts kicking him. He's like, "You want to know why? I'll tell you why. She needs a father, not a fucking abuser." someone unlike you. So, I want you to run away. Since I put you in this world, run away, and I hope I never see you. Because if I do, a bullet is going straight in your brain, and I'm not bringing you back. And you know where you're going. You're going straight to Halfway, my friend. And I'll be bringing you there myself. Yeah, he was gonna go home. He was gonna go for the Home for Infinite Losers. I don't know why I had that, but I don't know. It just sounded badass. Like, just Prime holding a gun to Natsuki's father's head and just going like, yeah, if you don't freaking go right now, bullet between the eyes, and I will take you to HFIL and enjoy every minute of it. Natsuki's dad would run out and goes, he's crazy, like, just really insane. And I can't convey that, but it was really like what I had originally. It was like really loud and just crazed. And Natsuki just looks at him like, why did you do that? Because some people should deserve to have a father that's around. You know? You didn't deserve all that shit. And Monica made it worse. But hey. You got me if ever you need anything. Or if you ever want to come to eat food. Again, this is still canon. But I just haven't shown it off. But yeah, Natsuki basically kind of treats Prime like a big brother. That kind of helps her out every now and again. And like, I cannot convey to you how brutal this fight was really gonna be. Let's just say what I had planned was so graphic, and then what I just told you was not even the whole thing. It was that brutal. I don't know what was wrong with me. I was probably in a fucking dark ass place when I wrote that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I think it's because I watched Doki Doki Literature Club Exit Room Music. And it just, I don't know, that visceral hate I had for Natsuki's dad in the mod just kind of made me go, oh, that motherfucker. Which turned into something else entirely. And that's the reason I cut it. The other stuff I just didn't have time to really show or convey. So that's why some of that got cut. Some of it's still canon though. It just hasn't been shown. It's been done off screen. But yeah. And some say, in my canon, Natsuki's dad is still running. He can't stop running. The fear that Bugsy Prime has put on him puts him in a never-ending running loop that he will never truly get out of. You could say that's Prime's curse that he placed on him. To run, to be afraid, to be truly afraid and scared, like a kid in the dark. But there is nobody to save him now. Fear begets madness, and madness begets mania. And you get the point. I actually wrote that. I don't know. I was feeling kind of H.P. Lovecraft on myself, so I don't know. I was listening to Call of Cthulhu. It just kind of happened. So yeah, that's all the stuff I cut from the story. I I don't think there's anything else. Because if there was, I would tell you right now. But that's pretty much all the stuff I cut from my story from the channel. But mostly everything else will be shown in all the stuff. Either as intermissions, flashbacks, or whatever else. Peace, everybody.